Hey! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking. And if you're not new here, what is up to my Berkeley besties? Today, my name is Sokka because...
That's right, I'm Sokka. It's pronounced with an aka. Young ladies, I rocked ya.
So, recently, there have been some interesting developments about Netflix coming out with a new show. Of course, a remake of sorts. And this show is, of course, Avatar: The Last Airbender. So if you guys don't know, I am a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. I always have been my entire life. I grew up with that show. I was born in the year 2000, but in 2005, that was like one of the first shows that I actually started watching. I grew up with those characters, and every year I have rewatched the show like continuously. So like, I think I'm a well-versed Avatar person.
Sure, Jan.
I also have read the books about Yang Chen, Kyoshi, and the books about what would have been, I guess, book 4 in the Last Airbender universe. I'm waiting on my Azula book to get here. I just ordered it. but anyways, since there is a new Avatar show coming out and it's going to be live action, I am very sure that people's only like mental capacity of live action Avatar is that awful movie that we don't talk about.
Probably fuck.
As a matter of fact, we're gonna act like there is no movie. That'll be for the best. But with new things and with remakes, there comes new fans. And a lot of new fans I saw on Twitter don't know the names of the actual characters or don't know their stories or having their little issues with whatever because they don't actually know about this show. So I decided, why not make a guide to Avatar: The Last Airbender for all of you guys. So the first thing we want to talk about today is the story. The story of Avatar is about the Avatar, of course, a spiritual being that can bend all 4 elements. This spiritual being is passed down from shell to shell or person to person once the past one dies. The Avatar is the key to keeping peace in the world amongst the 4 nations, which are the Fire Nation, Water Tribe, Air Nomads, and the Earth Kingdom. But since the Avatar has not been around for 100 years, the Fire Nation has taken over as a dictatorship amongst the nations, driving war into these countries. Aang, who is the newest Avatar, and the world doesn't know of his existence right now because, you know, 100 years ago he did disappear and he went into an ice ball. Why did he do this? I am not going to spoil that for you, but it's great story writing. You'll see eventually. But now 2 siblings, Katara and Sokka. Sokka, not Sokka, okay? Sokka. But these 2 siblings find this ice ball near their village in the Southern Water Tribe. Now Aang, Katara, and Sokka must go on an adventure till Aang can learn the other 3 elements to save the world and bring back balance. And from there, the adventure begins. So that's the basis of what the story of Avatar: The Last Airbender kind of is. Like, I guess, as a starting point for people that don't want everything spoiled for them. And now I'm going to give you guys like a little overview as to who the characters are and how we in the fandom kind of talk about them. In a way. First up, we have Aang. Aang is the best boy, okay? We protect him at all costs. We all grew up with Aang alongside him in the series, of course. He's funny, he's kind, he's very endearing, and Aang is that kid that everyone is going to fall in love with. He's going to feel like a little brother that you just want to protect. You know, he's that character, he's that guy. And of course, Aang is the Avatar.
I don't normally play this card, but I'm the Avatar. I know her because I'm the Avatar. This is the Avatar speaking. I'm the Avatar. I'm the Avatar. I know about trust. I'm the Avatar. The Avatar is back.
Next up, we have Katara, otherwise known as Miss Hair Loopies. One word to describe Katara: mother.
Me!
She's the mother of the group. They always reference her as this because she can be a little overbearing and very protective of everyone, and she can be a little controlling and bossy, but at the same time, she's very loving and caring, and she does go out of her way to try to help out everyone in the group in different ways. The only other way I can describe Katara is talented, amazing, show-stopping.
talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference.
Next up, we have Sokka. Sokka is the funniest guy alive.
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
Okay, I think you've had enough.
We reference him as the funniest guy alive. He is hilarious. He's iconic. He's all of these things. He's the funny but protective older brother over not just Katara, but also over Aang and other people that join the group later on. He also, I will say, is one character that did have a lot of moral and physical growth throughout the series. He cannot bend any elements. Aang can bend air. Katara can bend water. Sokka cannot bend. But for a character that cannot bend around all these benders, he does have a lot of depth, and he does have a lot of character growth and a lot to do. That's all I'm gonna say. I love Sokka's character.
The marks make you look sick, but you gotta act sick too. You gotta sell it. Now that's what I'm talking about.
This character won't be popping up till season 2 of the show, but I'm still gonna bring her up because I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of her, and this is Toph, also known as the Icon. Toph is great. Toph is the greatest earthbender of all time, honestly, and this is not like a general stasis type thing of like, oh, well, I feel. No, like, by facts, she is the greatest earthbender of all time. Like I said, she comes in the second season, and which is, I guess, a little late compared to me bringing this up right now. But like I said, I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of her before because she is one of the most popular characters from the show, and her fans are very loud and fierce.
We can take them 3 on 3.
Actually, Toph, there's 4 of us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't count you. You know, no bending and all.
I can still fight!
Okay, 3 on 3 plus Sokka.
Oh, and she's blind. Next up, we have Zuko.
Hello, Zuko here.
So Zuko's that character that he looks like he'll kill you, but he's actually a cinnamon roll. That's like the best way to describe him. He's basically a troubled teen who's constantly running after his father's approval. And the only other thing I can really say about Zuko without spoiling anything for his character is that he has one of the most amazing character story arcs of all time. Like, to this day, I still am just like in love with that story arc from season 1 to the final season. And yeah, he's a character that you will have mixed emotions on in the beginning, but you will slowly fall in love with. That's all I'm gonna say.
If I have to, I will spend every day of the rest of my life hunting the Avatar. I know it's my destiny to capture him.
You know, Prince Zuko, destiny is a funny thing. You never know how things are going to work out, but if you keep an open mind and an open heart, I promise you will find your own destiny someday.
Next up is Iroh, also known as the one who raised all of us.
Sharing tea with a fascinating stranger is one of life's true delight.
Iroh is a wonderful father figure. He's funny, he's kind, he's just a great guy. He's that man that has like dad jokes, but with wisdom in it, if that's like the way I can describe it. He also is one of the most powerful firebenders ever. I'm not going to say much more about that. I hope that they showcase some scenes that he had in the original show in the new one. I really hope that they showcase that. That would be really awesome. And Iroh is also one of the most respected cartoon characters in history. I probably didn't say this before, but Iroh is Zuko's uncle, and he has a lot to do with Zuko's character and story arc over the course of the seasons. He's a really great character, and I'm just so excited to see him translated in live action.
Hey! It is usually best to admit mistakes when they occur, and to seek to restore honor.
When I'm through with you kids, the window won't be the only thing that's broken!
But not this time. Run!
Next up, we have Boomerang. Well, that's a funny way to say it. Boomerang.
Boomerang! You do always come back!
So Boomerang is clearly the savior of the group. Boomerang is the lucky charm and one of the most underrated characters. I know you guys are probably looking at me like this is an inanimate object. What are you talking about? All I'm gonna say is, if you have not seen the show, don't spoil it for yourself. Boomerang does something amazing in season 3. That's all I'm gonna say. Boomerang saves lives. Next up, we have Suki, aka the Black Widow of the group. The reason why I say the Black Widow of the group is funny because me and my friends have this like whole little thing we do, is because she kind of has that character archetype where she's very much the fighter, very much acrobatic, very much like spy level kind of thing, I guess. But in all seriousness, Suki is a Kyoshi warrior. You will find out who the Kyoshi warriors are, but basically the Kyoshi warriors are a bit of a little army of a specific type of people. Suki is a soldier and a lover. She has a great relationship with Sokka, and she also is just a fierce character. I love the way that she's portrayed as someone who can be a soldier and can be a leader, but also can be very vulnerable and can have love and can find, you know, and have a relationship where she's just, where she doesn't have to like take it over, where she's but they're very much equals. And I just loved it. I love Suki so much. She's such a wonderful character. She's very underrated in the fandom, but I will say that she's awesome. And when I say underrated, I do want to say, I really mean it. Like, she's forgotten by 80% of the fandom. Even the creators, okay? When they did Legend of Korra, which is like the show after Avatar: The Last Airbender, they literally did not say whatever happened to Suki, or even if Sokka and Suki like stayed together. It's just like, I don't know. I was very irritated by that. Next up, we have the MVPs of the entire show, Appa and Momo. Honestly, forget everything I said. Appa and Momo, this is their show. Everyone else is irrelevant. Appa and Momo are the MVPs. They're the ones that run everything.
Hey, who asked you?
Guys, come on.
No, I am sick of this guy always mouthing off and telling me what to do.
Oh, you don't like it? Well, let's go right now!
Appa has saved the team many times. He has transported them across the world. Appa is basically their caregiver, caretaker, whatever you want to call it. And Momo is basically like the leader. Like, how could you not love these courageous little scamps? I love them so much. And as you guys watch the show, you definitely will fall in love with Appa and Momo. Next up, we have a character that, I mean, he's kind of like eh. But this character is General Zhao, also known as Sideburns McGee. Honestly, he's gross. That's the only way I can describe his character. He's gross, he wants to kill a group of children, and he looks like some character straight out of the 80s with those ugly sideburns. And it's like, pick a struggle, okay? Are you gonna be ugly? Are you gonna be gross? Like, which one? You can't be both. It's like, you're a terrible person. But yeah, General Zhao is gonna be the villain of season 1. And you guys will see why I hate him, of course. You guys will definitely see. And last but not least, we have the one and only Cabbage Man.
My cabbages! You're gonna pay for this!
He is the show. Like, honestly, I'm surprised this man has not had back surgery from carrying the entire series on his back by himself. He is a staple in Avatar lore, and honestly, I just urge all of you to pay very close attention to his character throughout season 1.
My cabbages! This place is worse than Omashu!
Now I'm just gonna kind of lump in the rest of the side characters. These characters, I'm not gonna be talking about anybody from season 2. Only reason why I talked about Toph was because I have to. Like, that's impossible not to. But as far as other side characters, these characters are very crucial to certain character arcs or character stories for our main kids of season 1. And I more than likely will talk about them in a later video because all of these characters do come back to play bigger roles in season 2. Characters such as Boomy, Princess Yue, Paku, Jet, even Haru. Like, these characters are very interesting characters, but I just don't really feel the need to divulge into them deeply. I feel like as you watch the show, you'll gather your own feelings and thoughts about each of these characters. So basically, that's all the characters, and that was a little story overview for what Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1 is. If you are a person, like I said, that has not seen the show and you're going to watch this live action show, I very much urge you to watch the original. But if you don't want to watch the original, this video was like a little guide to what us, the fans, have lived with all these years. If you guys are interested in a part 2 of this, you know, for when they do season 2 or before they do season 2, I will definitely do a part 2. I have a lot to say about season 2, okay? Some of my favorite characters are in season 2. one of my favorite characters of all time, one of my favorite villains of all time. But yeah, just let me know in the comments below. So now it's time for my suggestions of the day. And I'm gonna be adding something new to my suggestions of the day, and this is my love of the day. This is like something I'm obsessed with right now. It could be electronic, fragrance, skincare, it could be whatever it is. So yeah, so first up, we're gonna talk about my song suggestion of the day. My song suggestion of the day is Who's Gonna Save You Now by Rina Sawayama. That song is one of my favorite songs ever. Please check out Rina Sawayama if you have not. She's a really amazing artist. She's an icon. Yeah, I love her. She's great. And the song Who's Gonna Save You Now is very rock pop type of influenced. I can't really like describe it. It's amazing. It's very awesome. My show suggestion of the day is Loki season 2. Now, Loki season 2, honestly, I know a lot of people have their different feelings about Marvel nowadays, but I have to say Loki season 2 is one of the best shows ever. My favorite show before this was WandaVision, and Loki season 1 was like right there, second place. But this season of Loki, season 2, pushed it right above WandaVision for me, just a little bit. And I honestly will say it's one of the most amazing character arc stories put together ever. I just really love it. I love it a lot, and I think people should check this show out more. I see that it's not getting that many views, but I think you guys should check the show out. My movie suggestion of the day is Us. I recently rewatched the movie Us because, you know, Jordan Peele makes some really good movies, but this movie was one that stuck with me for a while after I saw it. I know a lot of people have their different emotions about it, but I like Us. It was a good movie, and I think you guys should go check it out again. It's really cool. And my love of the day is this scent by Philosophy. This scent is fresh cream warm cashmere. It is a very wonderful scent. I got it for my birthday from one of my close friends. Shout out to you, Yazzie. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this scent. It's very light, it's very warm, it has a woody type smell, like wood and vanilla. I don't know how to really like go even deeper than that, but yeah, it's very like comfortable, it's comforting, especially for like the holiday season. I think you guys will really like this, so check it out. I think it's on Ulta, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you like this video, please leave a like on this video, and please become a Berkeley bestie. The Berkeley besties are the best people on the internet, as we know. These are my close friends, and I have a lot more things coming out for you guys. I just, you know, I have a job, I have a day job, and it has become a lot more stressful. That's why I haven't been uploading as frequently, but I'm going to try my hardest to push past all the stress and depression. Shout out to those that have depression.
But a shout out to everybody with social anxiety. I kind of feel sorry for you. Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Wendy Williams reference, I had to do it. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.